So, next upgrade. I'm going to be upgrading the nozzle return springs on my spare nozzle and also the original nozzle. So I'm going to do the original nozzle first, as I want to learn how to take it apart and do the bits that I need to do. I've watched some other YouTubers do this, so hopefully I'm going to be able to get that done fairly easily. I'm gonna get some tools out and hopefully be able to get this done fairly easy. So I am, again, first time doing this, so kind of learning with you guys. That was what I was told to do by another YouTuber, watching their YouTube videos, and then taking this apart. So obviously I have gone ahead and got the screwdriver ready. I think there is another screwdriver that I need to use in a bit, but that won't be for a little while. Obviously, keep hold of these bolts, keep them nice and safe. But remember, take this spring out first, is the main advice which I was given. Oh, where are we? So, take that off. Perfect. As you can see, that's well lubed in there, maybe even a bit caked up. So I'm going to give that a little bit of a clean and re-lube before putting it back into the gun. It's not tacky or grimy. It's quite clean, quite clear. Interesting. Okay, so I need to work out how to now slide that out. I think there might be some kind of clip back here that I need to pull through. I need to do that with a tool like an Allen key or something like that. And then I can do the clip. Where are we? Sorry about this. Ah, yeah, I can see what you've got to do. So you've got to somehow pull that back and then pull the clip out. So I need to find a really small Allen key, which is probably going to be my 1.5. Pop that through. No. What's going on here then? Interesting. Like I said, learning with you guys, so. So yeah, there was a little block there. That holds in that piece, and then yeah, we go from there with it. That's got a nice seal on it. Again, quite caked up, quite gunky. Going to give it a little bit of a clean. Yeah, that one is more sort of dirty. I will clean that, obviously, once it all goes back. Again, all a learning process. Apologies for those that are screaming at the screen who know what they're doing. I don't just yet. So there's that screw out. And the bit that I'm using for that is a PH00. So those that are going to be doing this at a later date, following along, that is what you need to do. Also, you need to get this sort of seal off of here. Obviously, trying not to break it because we don't want to lose air tightness. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Also, there is a, like I said, O-ring just there. I believe the best way to do this from watching YouTube videos is to poke it through the other end, and then it comes out just like that. And then some other bits may follow, which is your, is it rocket valve? Rocket valve? You should see that somewhere in there, just like that. It's finding stuff that fits in here, just to push stuff through. Oh, there's a spring that's supposed to go in with that as well. So let me just push that through. Lovely. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that all sits nicely in there. So we'll just have to be mindful of how that goes back in. I'm sure there's a particular way. I should have paid more attention. I'll probably look back on the video later. So that's all for that. And now what we're going to try and do is hole punch out this part. Wish me luck, because from the YouTube video I watched of someone else, this doesn't look the easiest process. So let's get our hole punches. Hopefully I've got a small enough one. Don't know if that's small enough. Might have to use the old screwdriver, Allen key. So it's not critical to get yourself one of these blocks, but they massively help on stuff like this. And then it's finding my hammer. And goes straight through, nice and easy. The part will then fall through. It's just a little split pin. I'm keeping this side just because I know from what I've watched, this job can be a bit of a ball ache for the Noveskis. I don't know if it's going to be the same on the Guns Modify part, but I will get both out. But yeah, from what I was watching of the YouTuber, he was having a bit of a time with it due to tolerances. what I could try as a little bit of a cheat is getting that Allen key that I used earlier, because it's sort of movable once in, and then you can kind of fiddle and then get that pin and just get it to follow the Allen key back through, or so he says. Or you can use the Allen key to kind of stretch the spring out a bit and just make the process easier. And that has worked first time straight away. Happy with that. So I'll just move that. Just get the Allen key on top and just give that a little tap in, just to make sure it's all the way in. Don't want it protruding. Want it as spec as possible to how I done it. Perfect. So that's that first one done. If you're struggling, I recommend you putting a tiny Allen key through or a bit of metal just to help guide it. I'm not going to say that's my hack or anything, but yeah, it seems to be the easiest way I've seen thus far of doing this. And where's that bit gone? Where did I put it? Ah, there we go. So we now take this bit out and follow the same process over again. So we'll just put that there. Which one is it? It's just there. So this one might be even easier to get out because it's already fallen in. That's already coming out through. So that is an easy one to replace by the looks of it. So just slide it through. That's fine. What I'll do is I'll use the same cheat as last time. Hopefully, he says. Oh. Apologies for the camera shake. Oh, blimey, not good. So that's been pushed through. This one's going to be quite a long one by the looks of it. Apologies, guys. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. But if you do like the longer videos, just let me know and I'll keep making them. Obviously, I'm new to all this, so I'm just trying to find my way with it, really. So I'm just going to try and fiddle this one like I did before. If I can get that latched and then push that through. And then follow that back through with the pin. It's kind of a cheat, but it's also going to work. I think. No, it's not going to work, bastard. This is the one that took the other guy ages to do. So what I'm going to try is this. Oh, it's almost worked as well. It has actually almost worked, which is an absolute miracle. So what I'll do is I'll slightly bend that out and poke that through, if I'm honest. I don't think that one's going to work. Bastard. Let me try and figure this out. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's worked. Blimey. Excellent. Happy with that. So that's that all now put back together. So I'm going to feed this back through and try and get it all sorted. So basically what we've got to do with this is put this through. Just like that. Then feed it to the end till you can see there's a hole just there. Perfect. And then what we do is we put this back through to a point where we can see through, apparently. And there it is. There's the screw matching up. So I will just do that back up. Doesn't have to be super tight, just enough. And if you remember, we had the O-ring just there. So that sits there and creates that. And then we stick this back over. Perfect. Let me just make sure that that's all sat in nice. Sorry. And then that will go back in there. And if you remember before, we had to put that clip in. So on this one, you do pull out, and then you put the clip. I need to work on my camera angles here, I think. Apologies. Let's get this over here a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Pull that through. That clips in. That's now stuck. I'm going to be honest, I think the original spring was tougher. That's probably going to be a controversial thing to say. Oh no, the Waldo definitely is a better spring. I am just going to take this all back out because what I want to do just going to push that back through. Oh no, the screw's in. Fuck's sake. So what I'm going to do is I am going to lube the spring because apparently it stops spring twang. So sounds all right so far. Yep, that's all lined up again. just need to find that little bolt, screw even. Where did I put that? Ah. I need to be more organised doing all this, I really do. Sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot better. Oh. Lovely. Let's get this properly pieced back together. Let's lube that O-ring as well. Well, not O-ring, but just rubber. Just so it goes into the bolt nice and smoothly. Then we're going to put that back through the little Allen key to help lock that out. So we just slide that in. Again, apologies for these angles. You don't want to be seeing my wrists and my hands for half an hour, however long it is. So that's now there. It's not as bad at all. Okay, so let's put the rest of it back together. So there's a detent that sits there, and then you'll be putting that in there, and that's what causes the backwards and forwards motion on that. But that's not going in yet, because what we need to do is put that in there like that. And then we'll get the that was quick and easy. And then obviously just put a little bit of pressure down on it, because you don't want this pinging off and getting lost. And again, these don't need to be super tight. These particular screws are 8pH1. Again, doesn't have to be super tight, just enough to get it down. They don't need to be Loctited or anything from my research. Perfect. So what I'll do now, I'll put this back in the rifle, which I have hidden out the way. And fingers crossed, it all works. This is my first time ever doing this, so apologies that it's taken up half an hour of your time and I've just kind of been waffling. Bear with me just 2 seconds. Just blood dropped it. Always the way. And I will give this, actually, like I promised, a lube, good lube through all the bits that are just going to touch on the inside. Doesn't have to be masses. I'm using Waldo Dynamics Fin Lube. I like this lube. I think it's just decent, good value for money, lasts, and it's just, yeah, it's a decent product. So yeah, anything that's going to be touching. I'm also going to put some on the top of the charging handle. And I'll just do that now. Put some in the recess as well. So as you can see, the bolt's fully in, nice and lubed, and it sticks fairly well. I might give that another lube though, just to see if I can get the nozzle to stick just a bit more, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.